Knights suck, don't they? So pretty much, the last time I made one of these videos, the Knights hadn't had the greatest of starts to the season. They were playing a bit, silly Billy type stuff. At this point, I didn't think the season was going to go that badly. But we're now here, 3 matches away from the end of the season, and we're basically in a 2-team race for the Wooden Spoon against the Gold Coast Titans. Now, I do understand that there have been external issues about why the team hasn't been going well. Well, injuries are being, interestingly, a big factor, yet nobody talks about it. It's like Callum Ponga, Fletcher Sharp, both of them being out. Like I'd argue two of our best players are just being out, but no one talks about it when it comes to injuries. Like, I'm not saying that the Knights have had an injury cloud like South Sydney, but we've had a pretty decent one. But it's pretty much gone to the point where results have just started to falter. We get the occasional win, but now we're at the point where we're staring into a deep, dark chasm, particularly with the results from yesterday's game against the North Queensland Cowboys. Like, the Cowboys, in my personal opinion, have been playing well under expectation this season, especially after coming off a season where they were 5th. Like, genuinely, if they lost to the Knights yesterday, they'd be in 16th, in the same position as us, so they haven't had a great season. But we made them look like that they're a really good team, because the Knights cannot defend, or attack for that matter. To the point where the Newcastle Knights did not score a point during the first half, which is the 11th game this season where that has been the case. I just want to point out something. The Knights have played 21 matches. Basically, over half of the games the Knights have played this year, we didn't score a single point until the second half. Now, I know we talk about, in terms of the Wooden Spoon, about, the Knights 2015 to 2017. We weren't even that bad. This is genuinely, like, worst season we've had ever type situation were happening. Like, I know we've got a couple of wins because, we played South at Magic Round when pretty much their entire squad were, like, murdered. And, we beat the Panthers during Origin, where we basically wasn't even playing the Panthers. It was like the St. Mary's Saints under-19 second division side. And now we're just in a situation where it's just gone absolutely terrible. And the one thing that really does annoy me, particularly around the Knights, in terms of fans' attitude, more like, is about how they try to just scapegoat one particular aspect when it's everything. It's like, they go after Adam O'Brien, or they go after specifically just the board, or just the players, or even just an individual player, when it's like, they all are a part of the same plant, right? Like, it's a bit ridiculous. Like, I saw a lot of people going on because Connor Vitano was going to make his debut for the Knights, and unfortunately he didn't go too well because, the team didn't. And everyone's talking about now, how bad or terrible Connor Vitano is. Or maybe it's not because Connor Vitano isn't a talented player. Maybe it's because he's at an absolute cancer of an organisation. Seriously, how many players have left the Knights in the last couple of years who are like, okay or not great, and then turn into actual, genuinely, fantastic players? Connor Watson comes to mind. Kurt Mann comes to mind. People are hyping up Leo Thompson to become one of the best forwards in the competition when he goes to the Dogs next year, and honestly, it's going to happen. Genuinely, whatever talent gets brought into Newcastle, it's just gets sucked out. It's like in Space Jam. It's like as soon as they join the Knights, that's just all of the bullshit around the club just draws any sort of talent out of them. But I do think there are obviously a lot of elements at play. I think Adam O'Brien, who is an okay coach, I think he's run his course at the Knights. I'm pretty sure he should be done for this season. I do think the players haven't been up to scratch. I mean, the players certainly haven't been healthy. Like, I can't remember the last time Pong has played a full season. Bradman Best has also been pretty in and out in terms of injury. At least, I think, generally the most healthy player we've had is Dane Gagai, who's, in his mid-30s, and honestly been our player of the season, because he's actually been, consistently alright. Knights fans will still probably blame him for losses, but... So where do we go from here? So currently, the Knights and the Titans are pretty much in the battle for the Spoon. The Knights are currently sitting on 18 competition points, with the Titans sitting at 16. But crucially, the for and against is actually very similar, where the Knights having a better for and against than the Titans by a single point. This upcoming round, the Knights take on the Broncos, who are a team trying to see themselves better in the finals and hopefully finish higher than what they currently are in 6th. Then they play away to the Sharks, where they are currently 7th and obviously trying to survive in the finals race. And then they take on the Parramatta Eels, who are also a bottom 4 team in the final round, which I'm kind of worried is going to turn into a spoon bowl because, to be completely honest, that's what's going to happen. Whilst the Titans are taking on the New Zealand Warriors this weekend, a team obviously trying to remain in the top 4. Then the following week they take on the Dolphins, who are trying to make it to the finals. And then they take on the Tigers, who at this point still have a very slim chance of making the finals, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty much if the Titans win one of these games here, yeah, the Knights are probably screwed. And here's the thing. We wouldn't be in this situation if we beat the Titans. We lost to them both times. And genuinely, if we won those 2 games, we would not be in this scenario and basically the spoon would be all but confirmed. But alas, we're here. And this is just, it's getting to a point where how much bullshit is this team's fan base going to cope until enough's enough? Like, you see it everywhere when it comes to like Europe and whatever. It's like when a team's going bad, people make their voices heard. It's like just saying that the team sucks on social media isn't going to do that. Now, I'm not trying to say it's a court of arms. We're going to form a coup. We're going to raid Knights HQ like it's the Bastille or anything. But it's just like, when are they going to take the message? To be fair, I don't think many Knights fans are going to go to the game against the Broncos this week. But honestly, probably boycott. And honestly, don't get memberships. A lot of people say it's like, I paid this much money for memberships. Honestly, if you have any guts, cancel it. See how the club reacts. Because obviously, the Knights, I'm pretty certain the Knights had like the highest membership count they got this year. So obviously it's like, the fans still back us. And it's like, as soon as you take that little pay pig away, maybe the club starts fucking processing what's going on. But unfortunately, I just think that this blanket term of loyalty is just a band-aid on the gaping wound that is Stockholm Syndrome, which is rampant through this city. And here's the thing, I'm a passionate supporter of the Newcastle Knights. I know I'm more so critical about them, which I know probably has some effect on like the social media power rankings on how loyal and dedicated online creators are when it comes to like supporting their clubs. But like, what is there to support at this point? As a club, we need a factory reset. Because here's the thing, if you don't remove the roots of the problem, the plant is just going to keep growing back. I don't want to be sitting here in like 5 or 10 years' time having the same bullshit discussion. And I understand people who are going to say the phrase, if you're not with us during the bad times, don't be with us when the good times come around. I've seen maybe 4 good Knights seasons in my lifetime. I think I'm more than owed a good time.